Manchester United 7, Barnsley 0. That's the first time United have won a game 7-0 since a game against Barnsley in 1997. It's also the first time that Erik ten Hag's team has won 2 consecutive games by 3 goals or more. I think the last time that happened was in June, July 2020, in the middle of COVID football, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side beat Bournemouth and Brighton and Aston Villa. So a good night, a perfect night, according to Erik ten Hag. Yes, I know Barnsley are only a League One side, and I know they've not won at Old Trafford for over 100 years. Not that they play frequently, but the fact that there were no injuries, the fact that there were goals, confidence lifted, and lots of different players had a chance to play as well. Cheers to everyone who bought the new United We Stand. It was out. Subscription copies are in the post. It's in the shops next week. I'll take some to Palace on Saturday and try and stand outside the away end. If you don't get the printed edition, you can download the digital edition. So you can get that on looking on your iPad and you read it like this. So that's might be of interest. So dead easy to do that. Takes 2 minutes. So ratings. Well, United are good in the cups, aren't they? Under ten Hag, I've got that down as 19 wins and 2 draws, and the defeat was against Manchester City in the final. Barnsley brought over 6,000 fans, and they saw, well, their team start all right, but Bayende, who was Manchester United's goalkeeper, first start for 14 months, I think. He didn't have a single shot on target to save, so he's got to be playing in games like that. Otherwise, there's no point in moving from Turkey to play for Manchester United. Diogo Dalot, he went back to right back. He was involved in a pretty slick third-man move towards goal after half an hour, but it was given offside. Didn't look offside, but there was no VAR in these games at this stage. Harry Maguire is at centre-half. He grew up really close to Barnsley. Close to Sheffield, close to Barnsley. He was fine, absolutely fine. You'd be worried if he wasn't fine. I'd give him a 7, Bayender a 6. Johnny Evans, he gets 3 plus 7. He was alongside Harry, but he also moved quite left. He was on the front foot like Manchester United were as a team. The left back was Collier. It was his full debut, but he was played out of position, so I don't think it's really fair to judge him any more than it's fair to have judged Amrabat when he played at left back. And it wasn't a good night for Collier, really. He went very heavy in a couple of early challenges, made a few poor passes. You can't be as careless for that when you're playing for Manchester United. He's had a good year. The fact that he's even starting in a game like that is really encouraging. But you would be exposed if you played as he did. So I'm going to give him a 5. We appreciate the support for these ratings from Improve Easy. Thousands of households have already reduced their energy bills with free ECO4 upgrades. With Improve Easy, you can access a range of energy-saving solutions, a brand new boiler, solar panels, heat pump, insulation for your walls, loft and roof. If you qualify, well, if you live within 80 miles of Manchester, you receive benefits, have a household income of under 31k, or health issues, you should be eligible. Click on the link in the description. It takes just 30 seconds to check. Plenty of Reds have now done this. Don't miss out. You can improve your home, cut those bills and make a positive impact on the environment with Improve Easy. Moving on to Manchester United's midfield, which has improved, and it needed to improve after that Liverpool game a few weeks ago. Casemiro, it's fine, got forward more, fed balls forward. He needed what has happened in the last few days after that horror show against Liverpool. Came on against Southampton, played a part in the goal, was fine against Barnsley. He's just got to get back to a good level against good Premier League teams. Because if he doesn't, you've got Christian Eriksen. Casemiro got a 7, by the way. Eriksen was really impressive. He started at Southampton. It was a bit of a surprise, but he grew into that game. He'd set up Garnacho for the 4th, but his vision was really impressive against Barnsley. Some lovely forward passes. He got the 6th goal as well with 10 minutes to play. He timed his runs well. That was Eriksen's first goal since August 23. And he got the 7th on 84 with some lovely one-touch intelligent play. That was my notes from there. I'm giving him an 8. Ugarte, 7. It was his debut. He's a United We Stand cover star. Burst forward after 29 to applause. He was bloodied 15 minutes later. He played an hour. He looks steady, he looks uncomplicated. But again, he's not going to be judged against Barnsley. More against what he does against some of the top teams Manchester United are about to play. So Palace at the weekend, they're struggling, but United were horrific at Palace last time round. Garnacho, good, 8. He played on the left. He got the 3rd on the stroke of half time, a bit of a toe poke. He got the 4th too. A lovely finish after 49 minutes. And he set up Marcus Rashford for the 5th. He was full of energy, enthusiasm. When United broke the press, which they did quite early on, and flew forward, it was really encouraging to watch Manchester United playing like that. Antony, rare start, 7. He wasn't great, but he did all right. He played on the right. He won a penalty after 34 minutes, and then after stuttering his run, he scored. So Antony scoring is what you want to be seeing. And he took the penalty well. He hit it into the side netting. He worked hard before the 5th goal. He had a chance to make it 6, but he blasted the ball over. Marcus Rashford, excellent really, probably the best player. 9 out of 10 performance. Again, he's not going to be judged by what he does against Barnsley, but he'd done well against Southampton. He led the line. He was sharp. He'd not scored any goals in 13, and now he's scored in 2 consecutive games. Really good finish across the goalkeeper into the top corner. He put the ball in for the penalty as well. He zipped a free kick from distance after 52 minutes. So just the fact that he's trying to take them, because he scored one of them a few years ago at Chelsea, shows that his confidence is up. He was chasing defenders down. He made it 5-0 after 57 minutes. And that's the first time he's scored 2 since Leicester in February 23. So really good from Marcus Rashford. Substitutes. Fernandez came on. Xerxes came on for Rashford. We saw some lovely link-up play. I'm not going to give the subs ratings because I'm just not going to give the subs ratings because I've got a lot to do. And Mazraoui came on for Delo after 62 minutes. De Ligt came on. So good that they're all getting minutes. Ahmad came on for Garnacho after 83. So the fact that there were no injuries, goals, clean sheet, big crowd, slightly unusual crowd, really good opportunity for people to get tickets because it wasn't quite a sellout and ticket prices were knocked down from where they usually are. Plenty of people complain that they can't get tickets. You can get them against Barnsley. You can get them against 20 next week in the Europa League. So take your chance if you want to go to Old Trafford because the football's pretty good at the moment. I wasn't going to say that after Liverpool. But to score 7, to go through to the next round of the Cup, and this is a competition which is well worth winning. It was the first trophy for Manchester United for Erik ten Hag, first trophy since 2017. So a good night at Old Trafford. I'll be at Sellers Park on Saturday. And hopefully Manchester United can, if you beat Palace are poor and they've got injuries. After what happened there last year, that will lift the mood in my imaginary mood level. Okay. So that's at 60% at the moment. It will go to nearly 68% should we beat Palace. Until then, goodbye.